Have you ever wondered how your computer stores your information like your name, your gender, your age, your account balance, or even whether you're a student or not? In this video, you'll be learning the two most important concepts in Python programming, which are your variables and your data types. And trust me, once you learn these two concepts, Python programming will be more easier and understandable to you. So if you're a beginner or a novice in Python programming, stay tuned, don't skip this video and learn the two most important concepts in Python programming. So let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. My name is Vincent, and on this channel you guys will be learning the basics of Python programming and other tech related skills. So if you are new here, please kindly subscribe, like and comment on this video here, because we are building something that's really great. We are building the future. Tech is the future, programming is the future. So let's get started. What's a variable in Python programming? So imagine you have a box and you put something inside that box. Let's say you put your name inside that box and the box contains your name. In Python programming, the box acts as a variable because we say that a variable is a name that stores data and information in your computer's memories. For example, let's say we have a variable that says name equals to Vincent. Name equals to Vincent. As you can see here, the name is my variable and Vincent is the value stored inside the variable. We can then use this variable by saying print name. Print name. And guess what we'll see in the output? Let's say print name. As you can see, the Python will display Vincent. So instead of writing Vincent everywhere in our program, we can simply use the variable name. And also, to declare a variable in Python programming, you need three concepts, which are your variable name, your assignment operator, and your variable value. So I'll be giving you guys a real life analogy. So imagine you are coming back from your daily routine and you met someone and you got the phone contact to that person, and let's say you saved that person name as John, and let's say 2 weeks later you want to contact that person. Do you believe me that if you typed John in your phone setting, that number will pop up? So that's the work of a variable in Python programming. This actually stores value and you can be able to reuse that name being stored. So let's create some variables, and I said earlier that to declare a variables you need three factors, which are your variable name, and let's say our variable name is name, and we need an assignment operator, which is our equals to sign. The In mathematics we call it equals to, but in programming we call them assignment operator. And we need our variable value, which is Vincent as usual. Vincent as usual. And we also have a variable that says age with an assignment operator and a variable value that says 20. And also we have again height, which is our variable with a variable value 18.5. And let's print it out. Let's say print name, and also print age, and also print print height, print height. So let's execute the code and see what we have. As you can see, we have Vincent 20 and 18.5. So yeah, Python stores different types of information inside different variables. As you can see, the name stores our text, the age stores our whole number, and the height stores our decimal numbers. So this brings us to the next topic, which is data types. So I'll be explaining the basics and fundamentals of data types in Python programming. So coming to data types, a data type tells the Python interpreter what data a value contains, just like in our real life. Different things have different categories. For example, in a school, a person can be a student or a teacher, and also in the marketplace, a person can be a buyer or a seller. So in Python programming, we have different types of data, and I'll be mentioning them right here in this video. We have string, we have integers, we have float, and we have boolean. These are the common used data types in Python programming. So we'll be emphasizing more on them one after another. Main mention of the various data types that we have in Python programming, and we make mention of the string, the integers, the floats, and the booleans. So I'll be emphasizing on each and every one of them. So let's say I have a Python code that says equals to name equals to Vincent, and we say that a string are written inside your quotation mark. So anything that's written inside your quotation mark is called a string. So this program here, my string is Vincent because it is written inside my quotation mark. And also, let me say I have a Python code that says country equals to let me say USA. And also my string here is USA because it is written inside my quotation mark. Also, let me say I have a Python code that says message equals to welcome to Vincent Hub. These are also string. Vincent USA and welcome to Vincent Hub are string in this program because we say that string are anything that's written inside your quotation mark. So these are string because they contain text. You can check the data types using your type function. So let's execute the Python code and see print type. So this type will display the type of data types it contains and name. Let's execute it and see what we have. And as you can see, it said the class is string. So this str means that it is string. So let's say country. Let's know the data types that country contains. Country, and as you can see, is also a string. So what you know is that a string is written inside quotation mark, and also the type function will tell the computer what data type it contains. So that's all for string. Let's move forward to integers. We'll say that integers is a whole number. Mathematicians call them whole number, but we programmers call them integers. Let me say I have a Python code that says age equals to 20, age equals to 20, student equals to 100, student equals to 100, year equals to 2026. So these are all integers. The 20, the 100, and the 2026 are all integers because they do not contain decimal points. They are all whole numbers. So moving on, we have what we call the float, and we say that float is a number that contains a decimal. Numbers that contain decimal are called floats in Python programming. So let me say I have a Python code that says height equals to 1.78. This is a float. The 1.78 is a float. And also price, let me say price equals to 100.00 is also a float. And let me say temperature equals to 36.7. These are also floats, and they are also floating numbers because they are being used when we need more precise numerical values. So let's print it out. Let's do print. Let's check the data types of that. Let's check the data types of height. Let's check the data types of height. And say is a float. As you can see, is a float. Let's also check the data types of age. Print type age, as you can see, is an integer. So let's move forward, and we have also what we call the booleans. I will say a booleans are used when they are very useful when a program needs to make a decision. So once you want to make a decision in your Python program, you make use of the Boolean data types. And let's practicalize it. Let's say we have a Python code that says is student and equals to true or false, and also is raining. Let's make use of is raining. Equals to false. Let's leave that to be false, and also I think let's capitalize it. I think I have to capitalize it. So let's execute it. Before that, booleans are very useful when a program needs to make a decision. So let's print it. Let's print the data types. Let's print the data types, and we say is student. Let's check the data types, and this a boolean, and it has declared it as a boolean data type. So Python checks whether the value is true or false, and it will tell you the data types that it contains. So I think that's all for the data types. So as you keep enjoying this video, why not subscribe, like, and comment on this video. I'm waiting for you. I'm still waiting. So we will be moving forward to creating a project on data types and your variables and common mistakes that beginners do make. So now with our knowledge of variables and data types, we are going to combine it together and build a simple real life project. So imagine you are creating a student information system, and first of all we need the student's name. Quite all right, we need their name. I forgot my parenthesis. We need their name. Let me say Vincent, and also we need their age. Let me say age equals to 20, and also we need their department. Let me say statistics. Let me say the department is statistics, and also you need a statement that says if he or she is a student or not, and let's set it to be true. So let's print out our program. We put your parentheses and we say name. You put your colon and you put your comma and name. And also print your age. So I forgot my quotation mark. Print your age and also your comma. Also print your department. Print your department out. Print out your department. And last but not least, you print out now is a student or not. Is a student. Just follow the program step by step and execute it yourself. Is a student. Later on you can work on the project personally and see what you get. Is a student. Is a student. Is a student. Is a student. So now let's execute the code and see what we have. It says here name equals to Vincent, age equals to 20, department statistics, is a student, true. So as you can see, we've made use of our various data types and variables, because we say that a variables stores a value in the computer memory. As you can see, the name is being stored as Vincent, the age is being stored at 20, the department is being stored as statistics. So, and we say that The name is also a string. As you can see, the name is a string because we said anything written inside the quotation mark is called a string. The age is an integer because we say an integer is a whole number. And the department also is a string because it is written inside the quotation mark. And our boolean is the true or false, which is whether he or she is a student or not. So this is how reprogram begin, starting from you creating a school management system, a banking application, a game, or a data analysis project, because you will constantly be using variables and data types in all these programs. So next in our list is common mistakes that beginner do make. So I'll be listing the common mistake that beginner do makes, like your quotation, indentation, and the rest. So now coming to the common mistakes that beginner do makes. Mistake number one is forgetting your quotation mark. So forgetting your quotation mark. Let's say you have a Python code that says name equals to Vincent. So if I should forget my quotation mark, the Python interpreter may think that Vincent is another variable, and which might cause an error. So let's run the code. You see there's an error. So let me input my quotation mark back. Let me input it back. You see there's no error. And mistake number two is using a number as the beginning of a variable name. Using a number as the beginning of a variable name. Let's say name equals to Vincent. This pattern code is incorrect. This is invalid, and we dictate an error. It will dictate an error. The best way to do it is to put the number before your variable name, which is name2, and say our code is back to life. And rule mistake number three is using space in the beginning of your variable name. Let me say I have a pattern code that says first first name of Vincent. This is incorrect and it will dictate an error because of the space that I give at the beginning of the variable name. So the solution to that, instead of that, you can put your underscore in it. You can input your underscore, and you see our code is back to that. So these are the common mistakes that a beginner may likely be involved in. So it's time to test your understanding so far. So we've moved in deep into variables and data types. And so I have a question for you guys. And the question says, if I have a Python code that says age equals to 20, which data type is that? If I have a Python code that says age equals to 20, which data types is that? I want you to drop your answer down below in the comment section. So another question says, if I have a Python code that says temperature equals to 37.5, which data type is that? I want you to drop your answer also in the comment section. Last but not the least, if I have a Python code that says is a student, true or false? which data type is that? So I want you all to drop your answer down below in the comment section, and I'll be waiting for your reply. So before we proceed, I'll be giving you guys a project to work on as an assignment. So you guys are going to create a Python program that will display your name, your age, your gender, in your Python various terminals. And once that is done, you comment done in the comment section. So we've come to the end of today's video, and we treated variables and data types, and we said that variables stores information and data in our computer memory, and we say data types are categories that tells the Python interpreter what's a data contain the value of a data, and make mention of the integers, the float, and the boolean, and also the string. I will say that integers are whole number and the floats are decimal, while the string are anything written inside the quotation mark. I will say our boolean are true or false statement. So thank you guys for viewing and listening. If you are new or this is your first time visiting this channel, please do us a favor by subscribing, liking, and commenting on the videos here. Also, turn on your notification button to get notified when we upload our next video. I'm Vincent. Thank you guys for viewing and listening. Have a great day.